Think you know a lot about rabbit hunting? Today we change that. I pair up with Rodney Most and we chase rabbits the old-fashioned way. Stick and string and instinctive shooting. With him and his dogs, Chief and Doc, we battle adverse conditions and chase down these rabbits that are sitting hard and holing up fast. So grab your coffee, lean back, and let's get wise. All right, so today we're gonna go rabbit hunting, but with a twist. I'm out here hunting with Bud, and he is hunting with his bow today. So I'm just gonna run camera today and follow along. We're gonna run the dogs. You can hear them in the background, but this should be an awesome hunt.
I've only ever killed one with a bow, and the way we do it is it has to be getting chased by the dogs. You can't shoot a sitting rabbit, which makes it a little bit harder. And I'm shooting on 1976 bear, so it makes it pretty tricky. No sights, nothing like that to go off of, but we'll see how it goes. It'll be a good hunt. Go grab a hound. All right, boys, you ready?
Hi, puppy dogs.
Okay. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Here's the setup. 76, it's the Black Panther. Got the old 4-arrow quiver on it. That's the quick detach one. And I'm shooting an array of broadheads, but they all have these grabbers to stop it from skipping in the brush. And then I'm normally shooting pretty big, goofy broadheads because I'm shooting close range, and it kills the rabbit quicker and it stops it from burying in the snow and taking off. Come here, Doc. Come here.
Hi there, puppy dog. Hi there, buddy.
Come here, buddy. You need your collar on. Oh. Okay, this one here's Doc. He is like a 10-inch beagle. He's a short one. This little guy I got when he was unsocialized, he wouldn't take treats or nothing, and now he's a big sweetheart. But Doc is a killer. He wants to kill the rabbits. He's all about it. You got to get to him before he gets a long chance at him because he'll eat them. But Doc's a good dog. He's real small. He fits in the brush piles and he works his butt off. And he's a good little dog. You'll hear him barking in the video, and it'll be more of a scream than a bark. And he's real unique sounding. So hopefully we can get you some bunnies, huh? And then this one's Chief. Chief's a lot bigger of a beagle. They're both purebreds, but he's just a big guy compared to his brother. And I had Chief a little before Doc. He got a little bit more training, so he used to be the better of the two. But Doc's passed him since then. Chief's real big and real fast, or used to be. He's getting old now. They're both about 9. But he has a classic bark. And he does pretty good at finding rabbits, huh, bud? All right, let's go.
So now for people who don't know, why the special collars for the beagles?
So these collars are GPS ones. It helps keep track of the dogs. They're not too bad now, but when they were younger, they'd get after stuff they weren't supposed to. So they chase coyotes or fox, and it made it hard to find the dogs at the end of the day. So with this, I can hear them bark. They have bells on their collars, and I can look right at and I can tell right where each of the dogs are 100% of the time. Just keeps it more effective at finding them. Okay, boys.
Hey, come on.
Starting this way. Alright, find it, boys. Put 'em up. The nice part with dogs is we don't have to go in that brush. They'll do it for us. And they'll be a little slow starting off. They normally are. Once they get on their first rabbit, it'll perk them up. With this fresh snow that we got, any tracks we find are going to be real interesting to them. And hopefully we start pretty fresh. And once we get some moving, we'll stay on them.
So now for all the guys that would be like, oh, just use a judo point, why do you do the broadheads?
So I find the judo points work okay. I have tagged rabbits and not killed them right away. So with the grabber, I get the same stop that a judo point does, so it doesn't skip under snow and leaves. But the broadhead seemingly anchors them a lot quicker. And just for effectiveness and not wounding a critter, I normally run these when I'm doing anything small game. And like this one's not very sharp. It's been shot in the dirt a lot, but it's that wide, thin blade with this 55 pounds behind it that is what I'm looking for to punch through like a thin-skinned rabbit or a squirrel. And then the end goal with dogs is to get a rabbit up. Rabbits have pretty small home ranges, so they run in a circle. And depending on the cover, of course, but most rabbits run right-handed circles. And as you stand there, the goal is the dog chase the rabbit, comes back, and they almost always run within a couple of yards of where they live. So they'll come right back to you is the end goal. Which with the bows, we'll take shots at them running away, and coming back is preferred. But we just take what we can get. It's pretty rough trying to get them with a old bow like that. The goal, of course, is always to help get the rabbits out where the dogs can chase them. This brush pile is pretty thin, but there's other ones around here that we know rabbits are in, but it's so thick with pallets and bases to them that they don't always come out. Another thing that we worry about here specifically is on the island out on the pond is muskrat holes. So they tunnel into the bank to live in, and the rabbits know where those are. So the old ones, they'll cut right to them, and you lose a rabbit in a tunnel that goes feet underground that neither me or the dogs could get them out of. You got it, bud. Good boy.
Close up.
Chief, yeah. Get in there, Doc. There's one in there. Doc, right here.
There we go. That's something.
Sit up there. Get him out of there. Gotta get out of the pile, dude. It's like taking a kid out of a... Buddy! Here, Doc! Okay, we just gotta let them work. Sounds like they're on the right track. If I had to guess, the way these ponds are, that rabbit's gonna come this way. So we're gonna try to get a lead on him. Picked the wrong way. Okay, let's run it back. Let's get it around. Get the dog across it. Here's the tracks. Well, we went that way. We should have looked this way. Lots to run across. There you go. There he is. You can see Chief's quite a bit ahead of Doc because Doc's little legs don't help him in this snow. So Chief's a lot faster on the run, but you saw how well Doc worked that rabbit out. Without him, it wouldn't have happened. There he is, right there. There he is, boys! There he is! Come up.
Yep.
There he is! Hey! There he is out on the ice. He's coming back around that zigzag loop. And he's heading back because the pile is just a lot. You can see his last track is this set right here, which leads me to believe he went into that tube that I don't believe comes out anywhere, but I'm not sure. I don't see anything. Looks like that tube turns and might cross under the road. So if we go to the far ditch, we might be able to have some fresh track. Good run, boys.
All right, so now we're gonna go to a different location, give it another go. We got on the one rabbit here, but we'll try another one, see if we can't get on a couple more. I gotta love listening to the dogs run. That's like my favorite part about running dogs.
Yep, all I care about is listening to them. How tight are they sitting today, boy? The hard part with a lot of these piles in here, unfortunately, is as you can see, they're all logs. So when I go to jump on them, kick them, they don't move, and you can't flush a rabbit out. They just hold tight, and they're safe completely. All right, so after every hunt, An important thing to do, especially with dogs like this that get into those briars, is to go over them and check them over. So I always start by feeling their ears. They're going through picker bushes and stuff like that, and you want to make sure there's nothing stuck in their ear. Like, there's a burr right there. It's in a spot he couldn't get. It's good to get that off of them, just for comfort wise. I always check under the edge of their collar, because that's a good spot where stuff gets stuck. Like that. There's another burr. Out of the way. Then I go down their chest. And then it's important that you get not just their like armpits, any joints, and in between the toes. Anywhere that's hard for them to get. Come here. Armpit. In your toes. Stand up. Let me check that other foot. It's in there. In there. And then their tails. A lot of times they get burrs in their tails from swinging them back and forth so much, or they'll cut their ears in their tails. A lot of times with heavy briars, these guys' ears will be all bleeding and messed up early in the season, but by now they're tough enough that they don't have any issues.
So even though we only jumped up one rabbit, it is still worth the time. Listen to the dogs run and do their work. Any excuse to get out in the wild is a great excuse to get out there. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You do me a huge favor. If you got questions, go ahead and hit us up in our email at wildernesswise@gmail.com. Also, jump into our Instagram and Facebook. We'd love to interact with you in there as well. And also, don't forget, we're on Spotify too for our podcast. Jump in there. We got all sorts of stories from different hunters and fishermen that they'd love to impart some knowledge on you guys there as well. And if you guys would do me a huge favor, if you guys found value in the content today, please don't hesitate to jump in and subscribe or watch this next video on more rabbit hunting that we've done in the past, where we raise money for a local trap team. So until next time, stay wild, stay sharp, and as always, stay wise. We'll catch you guys next time.